welcome to part one of my Teach Your Toddlers to Talk series. I will be posting one part of the series each week during the month of May, and this is in honor of Better Hearing and Speech Month. So today we're going to talk about part one, which is to teach your child or teach your toddler the power of talking. So most kids who are not yet talking do not understand that using words or gestures intentionally can really get their needs and wants met much quicker than using crying or throwing fits. So one of the first things that you want to teach when working with a child who's not talking yet is to teach them how using those words and those gestures can really help them in getting what they want and what they need much faster. So once a child learns how to use words and gestures intentionally, this a lot of times will really reduce or even eliminate a lot of the crying and screaming and just overall misunderstandings in your home. So how do you teach this? Initially, you want to purposefully create situations that will allow you to work on this skill in the most effective way. So you want the time that you're working on it to be really concentrated so that the child absolutely understands that this is what we're working on right now. So I'm going to share with you my 3 favorite ways to work on this skill. So the first one is snack time. So what you need to do is to choose a snack that your child really likes. It can be, I'd like it to be, bite size. So either goldfish or Cheerios or something that you can cut up into small bites like cheese or apples, and go ahead and cut that up ahead of time. So, and you want it to be small because you're going to be doing a lot of repetitions of this activity. So you don't want to be like giving them giant pieces of things so that the activity ends faster than you want it to. So we want the little pieces of it, and go ahead and get that. And then you can give one of the items to the child. So go ahead and give your child 1 Cheerio so they know what they're there for. They're in their high chair, they're in their booster chair, they're focused on you, and you're going to get them to try, or you're going to try to get them to request each item, each snack bite. So you give them the one item, they eat that, then they're going to want more. And so what I want you to do is to take the snack, and you're going to use the sign. This is a sign for more. You're going to ask them more bite, and you want your language to be very simple. And more bite can really be carried across to any kind of food. So that's very functional, not too specific, and they can easily understand that this is what you're talking about in the context of this situation. So we're going to say more bite, and have the bite, more bite, and they're going to see that. They probably won't sign it if this is the first time they've ever seen more. That's fine. What I want you to use now is what's called hand over hand teaching. I want you to take their hands and you do the sign for them. And as soon as they do that, hand them the bite and praise them like crazy. So even though they didn't do it, we want them to understand that when I moved my hands that way, Mom gave me more, so maybe I should do it more in the future. Now, so we're going to do that through the whole snack, and they may not do it right away, but pretty quickly, most kids tend to start to understand that if they do this, they get something that they want. And also always use the word with it as well, so that they're associating the word with the sign. And just kind of naturally over time, the sign should be eliminated and they will use the word more. So the next way, number 2, for how I like to teach the power of talking, is giving a child a choice of 2. So as parents, we love our kids and we know our kids, and because of that, we frequently can anticipate what they want. We know what their cries mean. We know what snack they want. We know what toy they want. And so a lot of times when we know what they want, we just eliminate, we try to cut down on the crying, and so we just give them whatever they want. Well, that's fine under some circumstances, but a lot of times that's eliminating a lot of the opportunities that a child has to learn to request. So what we can do though is to use that anticipation of knowing their needs and wants. We can use that fact that we know what they want to do the choice of two activity. So let's say that your child goes to the refrigerator and they're crying and they're screaming and you know that they want some juice. Well, instead of going to the refrigerator and just handing them the juice, go to the refrigerator and get juice, but also get milk or water or just some other drink that you don't mind if they choose to drink. Get both of those options and say, do you want milk, want juice? And hold them far enough apart so that they don't just grab both of them, and don't let them grab them either. Hold firm because we want them to be pointing, not grabbing. So we're going to hold both options out for them. If they choose the preferred choice, great, give it to them. That's powerful to them. They know that their pointing gave them what they wanted or what they needed. If they choose the non-preferred item, you may notice, go ahead and give them that, but you might notice that either they get upset or they're confused. Why did mom give me that? She knows I want juice, but she gave me this other drink that I didn't want. If they seem that way, go ahead and offer them the choice again and let them choose again. And if they choose the non-preferred item, again, give them the non-preferred item, but hopefully they will choose that preferred item now. But even if in the long run they choose the non-preferred item, then give them that. And they can drink that or have that anyways. And hopefully that will teach them that my nonverbal communication has power and gets, when I do this, I get what I want or what I need. The third way that I like to teach the power of talking is one of my favorite ways just because it's more fun. And I call it Ready, Set, Go. And all kids like to do Ready, Set, Go when they're racing and different things like that. So you can use several items or several activities to target this. You can get like a car, like a pullback car, or a ball, a swing, a stroller, bubbles. Any of these things would be really good for teaching Ready, Set, Go. So let's say you decide to use the swing. So you're pushing your child on the swing and push them regular for a while. And then after a little bit, when they come back to you, just grab them and hold them to you to stop the swing instead of pushing them. And you will immediately have their full attention. And then you're going to say, ready, set, and pause, and then say go. And then we're going to do that several times, and we're going to pause. And eventually you'll start to see possibly some confusion, some anticipation, some, kind of concern about why is mom or dad doing this. And a lot of times, if you do this activity enough, your child will start to pop out with go, ready, set, go. They will say go. You can do this with bubbles, ready, set, go. And then you blow the bubbles. Car, hold it back, ready, set, go. And then you're teaching your child that as soon as you say go, or as soon as I say go, whatever you wanted is coming at you. So that is a really good and very motivating activity for teaching your child the power of talking. I hope that some of these tips helped. Please feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions or concerns, or just to let me know how it's going. And I hope you all have a great week.